Hello and welcome to my channel, Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and it's a magical time of year, but especially when you go thrifting and find something truly unique and that's perfect to decorate your home for the Christmas holiday. But I'm not alone in finding these magical items. I'm part of a thrift flip collaboration.
Welcome to the Thrift Flip Road Trip. Today we're kicking off an exciting open challenge hosted by Unicorn Dust Designs, Crafting Cousins, and our special guest co-host Tammy from Happiness Created. Watch as talented creators breathe new life into forgotten treasures, transforming them into something extraordinary.
Well, I'm going to start our thrift flip road trip right here in sunny South Florida, and this was a church bazaar that was going on just last weekend, and I was lucky enough to catch it early in the morning before there were bigger crowds. Now, I didn't find a lot of vintage stuff, but I did meet a lot of wonderful people, and especially happy to be able to donate and help out the local church. Next stop on the road trip, Goodwill, of course, and I found these wonderful candelabras or candle holders, votive, whatever you want to call them, and I love their designs. However, I noticed that Merry Christmas was spelled incorrectly, and I thought that was funny, but not funny enough to take home with me. So I continued searching, but eventually I did find some wonderful items, and I'll be more than happy to share with you what I found. So I have to admit, this is more of a thrift haul than a thrift flip. There is a couple of projects here you'll see in just a moment. I realize it's Christmas, but I couldn't give this up. Look at this Joanna Parker mug set, and they're the huge ones. They were from $7.99 because it was after Halloween. It was half off, so $4 for both of these amazing mugs that I'm going to include in my little vintage Halloween collection. Next, I found this light bright set. Now, it's supposed to look like an old-fashioned TV set. These were sold by Target. I got it only for $2.99, and all I have to do is find the pegs, and this will be part of my retro Christmas collection, not Halloween, Christmas. After searching for so many months, I finally found an actual shiny bright ornament box with actual shiny bright ornaments in it. There's only one that was broken, that was missing, but I was just so happy to find this box in such good condition. I am going to add this to my little retro decor. Now check this out. It's a little tinsel tree, and I know it's not an antique or vintage one per se. I love the colors, and it is missing the top. I don't know what I'm going to do, maybe just add a star, but it's a perfect tabletop tinsel tree. Not just one table tree, but two. This one was only $3 and the lights were still working. But then I found this wonderful silver tinsel tree that looks very much like a vintage tree, and both of them will be displayed at the Deering Estate for my rocking around the Christmas tree room. Now, how perfect is this to be able to find this wonderful little mini set of glass ornaments, vintage style, to go along with those tabletop trees. But you know what's even better? Giveaways right before Christmas. And here's more information on the giveaways for this collaboration.
November is Subscriber Appreciation Month, and as a thank you for your amazing support, we're giving away fabulous prizes to 9 lucky winners. Here's what you could win: a box of craft supplies from Crafting with Indiana Jones, a deluxe easy bow maker from Buckeye Girls Lifestyle, a Creative Memories card kit from Creative Pages with Catherine, cordless electric scissors from Crafting Up a Storm with Shar, a hobby knife set and self-healing cutting mat from Happiness Created, a brayer set from I'm Merely Melissa, a $50 Amazon gift card from DIY with Aria, a $50 Amazon gift card from Crafting Cousins, and a $100 Visa gift card from CJ DIY. To enter, watch the November Thrift Flip Road Trip playlist and comment on your favorite project from each creator. Remember, you must leave a comment on every video in the playlist to be eligible to win. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 23rd, when we'll announce the winners on our community tabs. Due to shipping costs, this giveaway is open to U.S. residents only. Don't miss out on your chance to win. Follow the playlist in the description box below and spread the love.
Well, that's great, but let's continue with the thrifting haul, I should say. Look at this. I had never seen this before, and when I did a Google search, I had seen some that had gone up as high as 130. This is not a reproduction, this is actual, and I bought it for $6. And believe it or not, the little flowers all around it, there was only like 3 of them missing. Look at how darling that sleeping little mouse is. I'm so happy I found this. Speaking of reproductions, although this is not a true vintage telephone set that has a rotary dial, considering that this is the least expensive I found a phone. It's an actual phone. It was just made in the 90s, but I think it's still perfect for my retro display. And it even has a little drawer to put away your notes or your contacts. This is adorable. I love the color and everything. So Christmassy. Perfect phone to call on Santa Claus. Speaking of Santa Claus, is this not the most gorgeous vintage retro decor piece you've ever seen? I have to look this up. I haven't found it yet, but if anyone has seen this before, please let me know. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. There were no chips or dings or anything, and it is just fantastic. I will create a little floral display in his Christmas Santa sack, and I'll show that to you later, but it's adorable. Check this out. I love vintage and retro accessories, to dress with, and these are actual opera gloves and not stuff that you find at a costume store. These are actual beautiful opera gloves, and you can tell by the fit. It's all nylon and they're absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait till I get to go to the opera and wear these one day. But not only did I find these beautiful black ones, but check out these adorable red ones. Again, these are retro vintage. They are made of nylon. It's not polyester or any kind of lycra. It's nylon. And just to show you, look at this. I'm lucky enough that my hands are small enough to fit in these gloves, and I will wear these with my Christmas outfit that I am planning to wear at the Deering estate. Kuru was feeling left out as I was showing my treasures, and here I am displaying my beautiful little black cat as well. Now look at this cutie patootie. Who can forget Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop? I used to love watching Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop. And believe it or not, this is a dog toy that was on clearance after Halloween at Walmart, and I thought, how perfect, because this is totally retro. So I took the witch's hat off, it was falling off anyway, and decided to give her a cute little Santa hat, and I think it turned out absolutely darling. So if you have any good memories with Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop, please let me know. I thought they were so adorable. I remember staying up and watching when she would appear on Johnny Carson, believe it or not, on weekend nights. I used to love watching Johnny Carson. I didn't get most of the jokes when I was a little kid, but still enjoyed seeing all those famous stars on there. Now I'm adding this little trim that I had, or you can have cotton or anything you like, and I should have sewn it on her head and saved the witch's hat, and I can have it interchanged, but for this I'm just going to glue it on, and she'll be part of my little gift display at the Deering estate since she is so perfectly retro and vintage. I thought this was adorable. I absolutely fell in love with this tiny little Mrs. Claus I also found at the thrift store, and I was so sad I couldn't find Santa. But what I did find is that she was also displayed with Santa Claus in Ginger Chick Rehab's Journey video, so check it out from last week. She has the salt and pepper shaker set together. But I will do something creative with this lovely little Mrs. Claus as she's holding Santa's glove. How's this for darling? And yes, you guessed it, I will be making us an assemblage. Don't know if I'll have the time to make it for this video, but keep your eyes open because I definitely want to use Mrs. Claus in this elegant little boot to create an assemblage for Christmas. Speaking of assemblages or assemblages, check this out. I found all of these little cheese spreaders, and I guess these are from the 90s. The majority I recognize from the 90s and the 2000s. But what a perfect thing to include in assemblages. So if you are all about assemblages, don't look over these cute little spreaders. I got this whole pack, I believe is for $1 or $2. It was very inexpensive. And I thought it was definitely worthwhile because, as you know, I love to make assemblages. Here I'm just going to pull them out one by one so you can see all the different types. I have snowmen, I have Christmas trees, I have Christmas ornaments and Santa Clauses, nutcrackers, and even a little elf. So I am looking forward to using this in my Christmas assemblages this season. Now, I had gone shopping over the weekend, and during the week I got this urgent message about an event that I had to attend. And here it is. Believe it or not, I was invited to attend the Goodwill Craft Your Look Gala to support the work that Goodwill does in South Florida. And so I had to get running and figure out what I was going to craft for my look for the gala. I was so fortunate that while I was shopping, I had found this beautiful cocktail dress. Now, even though it said gala, they do prefer you to wear a cocktail dress. Now, it was black with yellow inside, so I added this beautiful bow and this I guess it's a brooch that I actually created, a flower brooch I created last year or the year before, and I thought it was perfect. But I wanted to add a little more. Check out this beautiful bell sleeve. I was so happy with this dress. And even though it was a little wide on me, I was able to tighten it up and fix it so that I could wear it that same weekend. I found it just the day before the event. I also found a placemat, and you know what that means. This set of placemats, it was 2 of them, believe it or not. I found them just for $1, and I decided, well, this is going to be what I'm going to craft. So I decided to create for myself a fascinator. You know how much I love to make fascinators out of placemats. And although this is a last minute idea, and again, I realize this isn't, Christmas related in any way, but it is related to my life and the craziness of my life. And although I hadn't attended the gala in the past, I always wanted to go because, number one, it is supporting a great organization here in our community that is also supported by my organization, United Way. But it is also just a wonderful, spectacular event simply because there are local designers that do craft designs made from Goodwill materials or Goodwill dresses and outfits and even purses and belts. So I was very curious to see what exactly the fashion show was all about. Now, let's get Luna situated so that she can offer some advice as I create my fascinator. As you saw, I'm just taking a pipe cleaner, a black pipe cleaner, and or whatever they're called now. I keep forgetting what they're called, and they're wires, and I am just trying to bend and shape the fascinator from a flat placemat to a beautiful fascinator. And because of this material, it was so easy to work with. And I would just use the pipe cleaners or those wires and just wire the way I wanted the fascinator to look. And of course, now I'm going to add them to a headband so it's easy for me to wear. Now, because of this material, because of this, like rattan or weaved material for the placemat, it was very lightweight and it wasn't uncomfortable at all. So if you want to try to create yourself a fascinator for Christmas, you might want to do that. This is the way to go. Again, I apologize that this is not a traditional Christmas thrift flip, but as I said, it's my life's thrift flip because I'm always running from one thing to the next. And I wanted to share this experience with all of you. Now here's the fascinator completed with no other embellishments, and I think it looks lovely as it is, but I wanted to experiment with some additions. I don't know why. I was trying to match the yellow in the dress, and I kept going to like all the flowers that I had, but somehow it just didn't seem to match up to the event. Because it wasn't a daytime event, I didn't think it deserved to have flowers, but you'll see how I resolve this situation in the end. So here's my outfit complete with my pin and of course my fascinator. I think it turned out great and everybody seemed to enjoy seeing the fascinator. Even the designer himself came up to greet me thinking I was another designer. Here are just a few videos of the event. Now I'm sure you're thinking, why does Goodwill have a gala? Well, it is supported by all those sponsors that you saw in that placard or that poster board right at the beginning. But remember that Goodwill isn't just a thrift store. It is a service to the community, providing education to many individuals that would otherwise be unemployed and dependent upon others. This allows for many of these unemployable people, as they call them, to give them a new lease on life and a new opportunity to expand and to learn more about themselves. They support women who are in dangerous situations and individuals who are differently abled. And check out this amazing fashion show. You would never think that these fashions were actually reconstituted, I suppose, from materials that was found at Goodwill. The gentleman, the designer, I met him and it was such a lovely opportunity to speak with him, and how he worked together with the seamstresses there at Goodwill, teaching them more skills to allow them to expand their opportunities to work perhaps as a seamstress for a designer, or perhaps even create their own original designs. It was an incredible opportunity to learn more about Goodwill, and here is just a little video to explain to you that not only do they have a store, they have a manufacturing facility where they manufacture many of the military uniforms. They also manufacture many of the American flags that you see around South Florida in particular. They also provide service contracts to provide employment to all of these individuals, as well as healthcare, laundry services. Again, it's a workforce employability service that they provide to so many people who don't have many opportunities to find stable work. Also, third-party logistics and internet sales, e-commerce sales, as you can see there, where they sell things online. So I'm very proud to support Goodwill, and I'm very proud that United Way supports all of the educational programs that they provide to so many people here in South Florida. As the Spirit of Goodwill band played, well, the rest of us danced, and we had a wonderful time supporting this organization. And I think I looked fabulous with my recreated fascinator. As always, I've enjoyed every moment of my journey this week. Now, don't forget to submit a comment on what you like the most, and it could be from my thrift haul. And remember to comment down below to be entered for this fabulous giveaway. And I myself am so proud I can give away some wonderful craft products, so you can get started on your craft journey for the coming year, or maybe even start some new crafts you had never tried before. Thanks again for stopping by, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for the hostesses of this month's Thrift Flip Road Trip Open Challenge. As always, stay safe, be kind. God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure, and I'll see you again very soon.